Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel after almost 5 years. A lot has changed, playing a new game, Enderal, still Skyrim, but like a completely different story as you can see, but basically just like a new Skyrim DLC, but created by modders. And also this time I won't be annoying. I know how last time I was very whiny and complaining all the time. One instance where I think it was doing a quest for solitude and I didn't get the reward I wanted, so when this woman interrupted me, I was like, "Hey lady, I'm not talking to you." So this time it won't be very annoying, and I'll put the actual clip of that, if I can, in this video, so you can see the comparison.
Did we just do that for nothing, Carjo?
I'm a little busy at the moment. I've got all sorts of errands.
I'm not talking to you, lady. If we
Okay, so we're gonna start a new game, and I actually played only 20 minutes of Enderal just to know the basic plot, but it's not gonna be like with Skyrim where I had to make up fake storylines in a way, because the funny thing was when I was doing the Skyrim Let's Play, I already played the entire game, but I had to act for the YouTube channel that I had no clue what was going on. But for this game, I really don't know what's going on for most of it. And as you can see, this game looks a lot like Oblivion in a way, like the trees and the kind of the saturation with all the colors. And I'm just gonna fix something in the settings right now. The look sensitivity is a little too fast. I know it's all the way down, but I like it pretty slow. So yeah. And the quest was what did it say? So I have to find my dad, but it doesn't have a quest marker, so I'm guessing it's at that house up there. We're just gonna look around for a bit. No, so we can't take anything from here. And this barrel's empty. This barrel's empty. Oh. Well, we found some crucified people here. That's fun. And for Enderal, you can see that they have a lot of new items in this, because I know that's not in the actual Elder Scrolls 6. So, oh, well, maybe we can get on this horse. Or this one. Okay, well, we can't get on these horses, I guess. We found a book. I can sell that later, so we can actually have gold to buy stuff. But I'm not going to really read it. It's just amazing how these modders created this entirely new game, because none of this looks like Skyrim. I think that statue is probably from one of the Elder Scrolls games, they place it there, but none of this you can be oh, that's from this game, that's from this game, that's from this game. It looks very new. Looks like an entirely new game. Alright, so I guess this is our dad.
Oh, hey there. I didn't see you coming. So, how did it go? Did you find it?
I'm very confused. Because for this, it says, what is this place? Where are we? So I guess we're not in, real life?
Where are we? We're at home, silly. Where else would we be? Just Mommy, sister, you, and me. Now tell me, how did it go? Did you find it?
I have no clue what he's talking about, so no.
No? Pity. Maybe you're simply looking in the wrong places. Did you ever think of that? Oh, well, who knows? Say, why don't you go inside and see if you can help Mommy with the cooking? The Creator was kind to us today and sent a big fat elk right in front of my bow. All right?
Okay, so I guess we're playing a child. But as you can hear, the voice acting is also really good. Can we take in this? Alright, I'll take... No, this will loot my entire house. What was that? You know something's sketchy when you have a door called a forbidden door in your own house. But besides that, it's actually a nice place. Okay, well I can't move.
My, I totally forgot what a mess I left here. But I was right, wasn't I? A real gem we've got here. Well then, let's waste no more time and get to it, shall we? What? Now when you look at that, I totally forgot about them. They're dead, don't you remember? You murdered them back then, both of them. But hey, no use crying over spilled milk, right? At least this means there's more meat for the two of us. You still remember how to do this, right? First, off with the skin. Slice up the belly, then out with the entrails. I'll look for a nice sharp knife in the meantime, to cut off the head. I don't think either of us wants to eat that, do we?
Okay, I must have not played the beginning part of Enderal, because I do not remember this part where I murdered my family. I have no clue what's going on. Let's say... Oh, we have to say the same thing. All these are the same. So I'll say, but I didn't kill them. It was a masked man.
Oh, silly, what's this again? We both know that's a lie. You did it. I remember it all. First, you set this horrible fire to your sister's crib. She screamed and screamed, and Mommy heard it, but when she finally got there, nothing was left of her but burnt flesh. And, oh gosh, do we really need to go through this again? You know how sad it makes me when you do this. You killed them, period. No matter how often you tell me you didn't, it changes nothing. You hear me? Nothing. Now please, let's start cooking. I'm so bloody damn hungry.
Okay, we have to say the same exact thing again. This game is already starting off pretty morbid.
Oh, by the Creator's name, why are you telling these lies? Isn't it enough that you murdered us? Do you really have to bother me over and over with your stupid, pathetic, and pointless whining? You know, sometimes I wish the Creator would have made me just a little less merciful. Just a little less pious. Because then I would have realized that you were tainted by sin long before any of this had ever happened. And instead of raising you, feeding you, and loving you like a father does, I would have put you in the horse trough right after you were born. Yes, I should have killed you. I should have just killed you. Just like you killed us. And now, you think you're safe because we're all under the earth, don't you? Well, listen up, my child. You are wrong. And do you know why? Because the dead don't forget. Do you hear me? The dead don't forget.
What is going on?
Now enough of this useless chatter. I'm bloody starving. Bring me the meat, you spoiled brat. Bring it to me. nice crisp piece of meat! Bring me a 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 nice crisp piece of meat!
Well, that was a nice introduction into this game. I have no clue what I'm expecting now.
Let's begin with a question. It might sound simple to you at first, but I pray you to think about it. What distinguishes a free man from a slave? For now, however, let us start this story where another one ended 3 years ago, with the death of the Lightborn. For 4,000 years they had reigned over this world, 7 arcanists who, through their magic, had acquired eternal life. In a time of chaos, they gave mankind what they thought it needed most, to be ruled over with an ironclad, fair hand. Within just 1 century, they united the shattered lands, and a single century later, their human origin was forgotten. They became gods, or Lightborn, as they let themselves be worshipped as. Yet the longer they reigned, the louder the voices grew that accused them of tyranny. The loudest being that of Naranzul Aranthio. And he succeeded in achieving what was once thought impossible. He gathered an army, overturned the Lightborn, and gave back freedom to mankind. However, the price for this was high, because where there are gaps of power, fights erupt. As such, this world grew into what it is today, shattered, riven, and broken into pieces. But all of this was merely a diversion, so that no one would notice something else. The death of the Lightborn had set something into motion, clockwork, having long stood still. Its gears now once again slowly began to turn. This is the story of someone who wanted to be free.
And I'm guessing we're going to be that person.
Shh, hey, quiet, damn it. You want to wake up the entire ship or what? Well, sorry. That was a bit harsh. I'm just nervous, that's all. It was that dream again, wasn't it?
Okay, so it was a dream. We were... I don't know if that was our past or future. That was crazy.
Uh-huh. Seriously, if we had a penny for every night since we met where you woke up screaming, we'd probably be traveling to Andala in our own starship and... well, not like this. Some things never change, I guess. Do you ever ask yourself if maybe you blame yourself for all of this? For what happened to your family, I mean?
Okay, so it was our past. Blame myself? What makes you think that? I don't know, maybe, but even if I do, what difference does it make? Or nonsense, those bastards from the temple killed them, not me. And I knew that. Let's go and blame myself. What makes you think that?
Well, there must be a reason that you dream the same thing over and over, mustn't there? I'm no scholar, but maybe these dreams are trying to tell you something. Oh, I don't know.
Maybe it's trying to tell me that I'm insane. Because my whole family's dead. Yeah, but they are dead, so what difference does it make?
None. You're right. But... who knows? Maybe everything is going to be different now. It's strange, isn't it? The way life sometimes goes. Now, if you had told me that a few weeks ago, I would have at the very least called you insane. But if the stories are true, there's no better place for a fresh start. Can you believe it? Apparently there aren't even any slaves on Enderal. It's amazing. Only this whole blind passenger thing is making my head ache.
It's not our fault that the ship is so poorly guarded and that we couldn't afford the passage free anyway. Me too, but we're going to pay our debt as soon as we have earned some money over there. Yeah,
we're talking about 500 pennies here. Even if we're able to find a job over there, we will still need the money for ourselves. Don't fool yourself. What we're doing here is theft. Unfortunately. But anyway, what's done is done. I just hope the Endralians are easier on Outlanders than the Neramis are. Your mother was a fugitive as well, wasn't she? Where exactly did she come from? You've told me 100 times, but I just keep on forgetting it.
Okay, so finally we can change our character. So basically this is a Red Guard, Breton I presume, Nord, and High Elf. Let's go with the High Elf. Let's be a woman. She looks really cool. Okay, so we're gonna base our person off this. Okay, for the head. Oh. Okay, we're not gonna be an alien. No dirt. Alright, let's see the tattoos. Let's go with these. We'll go with this like evergreen type color. We don't really need any color on her because that looks like she's like covered in dirt. Okay, for the eyes. We'll go with these because that shows a lot of the color we can have. I have a mod that it's for like beautiful eyes, so that's why there's these other colors. But we can just stay with this green color to match the war paint. Yeah, I think she looks pretty cool so far. You can barely see her eyebrows, so let's change the hair color so it's darker so we can actually see what we're doing. These brows look the most normal. We don't want our lips too big, so I think that was the original one we just had. I know high elves usually have like a longer face, so we'll keep her chin pretty long. For lip color, I think we'll go with like this kind of dark color to match with him. I don't even know what that color is. I just want to go with this color to match closer to the eyes. I also got a hair mod, but pretty ugly. I think we can stay with the hair we have here. Then keep it with like a dark color, so you kind of see her eyebrows. Okay, so for her name, we will choose I think that's a pretty name for her. Andala.
An Eterna, right. She was one of the last of her kind to leave Maya Awanath, wasn't she? Ironic. Seems some parents pass on their fates to their children. Anyway. Whew, I'm gonna hit the hay for an hour or so. It's your turn to stand... Wait. You hear that?
Nope.
Shit. Someone's coming.
Women nowadays just don't want a man to guard them anymore. That's the problem. I tell you, sometimes I long for the good old days, back when I could lift a skirt and nobody would bat an eye. Anyway.
Can we take this?
Let's chit-chat. Now, where did I put that key?
Oh, blazes, what do they want down here? The lamp! Quickly! Put out the lamp! Good. Now, quiet.
Ah, here we go. Man, it smells like Vaughtier's balls down here. Say now, what's that chest supposed to look like?
Guessing we're not supposed to be down here.
The Blue Island Coalition, I think.
Ah, yeah, right. Black Guardian knows what the
people are
captain
coming.
wants it for this shortly before arriving. You go look upstairs. I'll see if I can find it down here.
Okay.
Oh, shit. They don't leave us any choice. We need to do something quick. You take on the old, I'll take the young one. Go!
Okay, so we're fighting, I guess.
Very strong time.
Come on, dodge!
Okay, I guess we killed them by just punching.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. That wasn't part of the plan. Not at all. What in blazes are we going to do now?
Oh, so I guess we didn't kill them. Okay, this will be the least, this will be the way that will be the easiest, I guess. We don't have to kill them, and not gonna be stupid and turn ourselves in.
Yes, of course, that makes sense. One of them said it's not much longer until we arrive. With a little luck, no one will notice they're gone until then. Come on, help me search. There must be a rope or something. I thought we were over the hump when we made it on board.
Alright, first I'm just gonna search
ever be easy.
Okay.
Can it?
Now we can actually look normal. Okay, now let's look for that rope. Okay, for some reason I can't take that bread. Stealing as much as I can so I can sell it later.
Poor lost souls. The probabilities have turned against you.
No clue who this woman is.
Who are you?
You are confused by my sudden appearance. But my identity is irrelevant, as are you, dear Sirius. Unfortunately.
What? Oh shit, please don't tell anyone we're down here, please. We didn't mean any harm. These guys were just...
You ask that I not reveal you, for your intentions were not evil. And I believe you.
Is she like the
But
goddess of
sadly,
death or something?
It's not compassion that rules my deeds. The first beat of a wing must happen. It is the only way the probabilities will fall into place. This is the way it has to be. The way it has been for eons. I am sorry.
What the? Oh no! No!
Okay.
What are you doing, please?
I don't know
Please
why
don't
we're
leave.
flying.
We just wanted to...
No clue what's going on.
After we had left Osteen, the two of you hid in the cargo and lived on our stocks. Then when Rick and Sebald found you, you gave them a beating. And all of a sudden, a veiled woman appeared and knocked you out with wild magic.
Exactly.
Is that about it?
Yes, I know it sounds crazy,
Yeah.
but it's the truth. Please, my dame, we didn't have a choice. You've got to believe us, the war, we just wanted a second chance, that's all.
A second chance. Yes, I think I understand you.
She's gonna kill him.
You wanted to start a new life in a new land. And as my ship is one of the only ships still sailing the route since the wars, you were simply forced to board without paying.
Yes, we could work for you, you know? We could scrub the deck, peel potatoes, anything to pay off our debt. And as soon as we've arrived...
Heartbreaking. How truly, truly heartbreaking.
She does not give a
But
shit.
let's be honest. You did have a choice. You could have signed on like all the others did, but you didn't. Instead, you've nested on my ship like flesh maggots, enjoying the good life while my crew actually had to earn their keep. And now you're feeding me this bullshit about veiled women and wild magic? How stupid do you think I am? I know your kind. You are cutthroats, filchers. At least have the guts to admit it.
What? No. You're wrong. Please, just let me explain. I
don't give a shit for your explanations. If there's one thing I hate more than cowards, it's people trying to pluck my heartstrings. You two are scum. And there's only one kind of punishment for scum on my ship. Pull him up, Ruger.
And he's gonna die.
Do it.
Of course, Captain. I'm sorry, lad. You should have stayed in their room.
But... You can't do this.
Oh, believe me, I can.
No.
Fun, now there's a dead body in front of me.
Oh, well, look at that. Someone's woken up. Rise and shine. Tie her and her comrade together and feed them to the fish. Good luck in your new life, friend.
So they didn't kill me. I guess that's how we're gonna survive, somehow get away from being underwater. What are we in Atlantis?
Breathe. Tell me, what is time to the dead? Dreaming anyway.
So many people just talk, and
How
never
does it feel to be powerless?
This is about your damn pride, dear.
I know I'm not real. At least not according to your definition.
I know damn well I'm dead.
It's just... There was nothing I could do.
This isn't happening. But that makes sense. This isn't happening. What is reality anyway?
Selfish fool!
So I guess we survived. Oh. Well, it was really pretty, I can say that. I guess this is like the standing stones. I don't know what any of this means. Okay. Soulsmith. Add up. Shield nourishment. What does it say? Disintegrate. Adept of the dark arts. Instinct. Thief apprentice. Shadow tongue oil. Flash powder. Oh wait, they all have different things. Wait, okay. Let's do... This seems more like the magical one. So... Reduce mana cost and spell defense by 30%. Please. I guess we're gonna meditate. I had no clue what any of that meant. I might have done something wrong. I don't know. I just want to get to actual like talking to people and knowing what storyline I'm on and what I'm actually doing. I know that sound. Sounds like when I'm a vampire in Skyrim. Find a way to reach the island. We're already on the island. Okay, my hero journal. Okay, so I guess we did click it. Elementalism. Some of these are really different from Skyrim, but I don't know why, but this reminds me of Oblivion a lot. Okay, that's our quest. Okay, so at least we have a weapon. Good. Oh, they took the shirt I got. I have no clue where I have to go, because again, there's no quest marker. Huh. Okay. Well, let's do it, Toby. I guess someone died. There's a lot of blood, but... Okay, got iron sword. Need that gold. Nope. Nope, nope. Oh, there's a chest over here. Okay, so speakers have different names. Now they're pit rats. Old bread. Nothing else over here. So let's go in here. Like really dwarven over here. Gonna do some alchemy. And more skeletons. Like, oh. Another skeleton crucified. It's fun. Okay, so this is making some noise, so. What? Do I have to find like a key or something? Okay, I guess I'm looking for a key. Hopefully there's more of the island I have to explore, because I don't know where this key is. Maybe we can go this way this time. Oh, let's save, by the way. In case we die or like something, like a bug happens or screen freezes. Alright, so there's nothing over here. It seems I have to go this way. I just don't know if I'll look for it. More wheat, but that's not what we need. Okay, let's go back in here. Maybe I just wasn't looking in the right spot. Okay, so we have to get up there. But we also have to interact with that statue. So it doesn't look like it's in the water. Does the book have anything to say about it? Alright, that did nothing. I feel like I'm missing something. I'm missing something to interact with it. I don't know where it is. This purple thing looks like it's important, but does this dude have anything to do like that? Nope. Let's try jumping. I fear that I'm doing something wrong. Let's look around some more. I feel like there's something has to be over here. They wouldn't just put a random tent. Nothing over here. I'm just gonna be climbing over stuff. I already searched this guy. Gotta be something like this thing. Oh, we can go in here. see some learning over here, so let's take that. Or find it, I guess, in this game. So what's that thing I just picked up? What was that in? Okay, so I guess I had to go back there to find the key. Typical Skyrim would not do that. They would tell you what it is, but I guess this one's supposed to be a challenge. Let's finally activate this statue and not look like an idiot. Okay, there we go. Now we can activate it. Okay. So this will get us up there. I see. Just gotta take our sweet time and get up there. Just try not to fall off. I feel like there should be skeleton here or something. Something I should be able to fight. Oh, and let's save because I don't want to die. Okay, so now I completely have nowhere to go. But I think that's the end of it. Come back if you want to see where I go. Sorry it's been so long, almost 5 years, but I hope you had fun for this new game. Bye.